So, my little coconuts, here is the video that I promised for charity. I cannot find a comfortable position to sit in. That's okay. That's a great start. But this is my, I guess, coming out video, even though never really needed to do it. But hey, might as well. So, I've always been a very... Can I record this, please? Can you go sit down? At least come here. At least come here. Come here. Okay, we'll do it this way. Your face is a mess. Just finished dinner. So I've always been a very open person about my sexualities and about the people around me. I was raised not to judge people. But, and this is where it becomes a double-edged sword, my mom never knew that I wasn't straight. Because as much as she loved my friends, was accepting of my friends, took in my friends for being gay, for being different, and told me how okay she was, there were times where she mentioned, hey, if you weren't straight, I failed as a parent. So I never came out to my mom. And by the time my dad came back into my life, I was an adult. It didn't matter. I didn't need his support, nor did I want it, because as much as he's tried to be a better father, growing up, he was a horrible father. He was not there for me. He gave me gifts, and he still does it. He thinks items make love, and mean love, and they don't. So I never had parents to come out to, but I had my friends. But it was not a big deal. It was, hey, I'm this, and they were all LGBT too, so it wasn't really a big deal. There wasn't anyone that was like, oh, God. There were a couple of people in high school that were like, we'll make out and we'll give you $100. That was like the worst of it. But I never had a bad experience being who I am. And coherent thoughts are not working. Sorry. We're going to get into what I identify as. When I first came out, I thought I was bisexual. Because that's the only terms I knew. You were gay, lesbian, or bi. There was nothing else. When I was in middle school, high school, I think I focused on it more in high school, honestly. Like, I'd always known that girls were pretty, just as great as boys, but didn't really hit till high school when I had my first girlfriend, who said she wasn't gay, and I ended up making her gay. That was a popular theme for me, apparently. A lot of the guys I dated turned gay after I dated them. So apparently, I have a thing of making people gay. That was my high school experience with dating. Most of them were gay. Ow. And my best friend was gay. Ow, kid. But when I got into college, I started learning more. Because when I was in high school, I didn't do research. I just picked the terms I knew. And the term I knew for liking both genders and liking people in general was bisexual. So I went by that one. You're so violent. I went by bisexual for 4 or 5 years. And I went through the people telling me, well, you just need to pick one. And, well, that does not mean you have the bi rule, which does not exist. There's no bi rule. Being bisexual does not mean you get the excuse to cheat on either of your partners. Now, you want to be polyamorous? Go ahead. I've done that. It's great. But do it respectfully. Don't cheat. Be open. A true polyamorous relationship works best when you all know what's going on. But yeah, so I got to college, and I met a friend. Back then, they went by Valerie. I know that they do no longer go by that, and that's cool. Because, hey, I don't care who you want to be as long as you are happy. But they introduced me to the term pansexual, and it clicked for me. I was like, yes, I am this. Because it was never really about dating both genders. It was always about, I fall in love with who a person is. I don't care what pieces and parts you have. I don't care if you're transgender. I don't care if you have no gender. All the genders. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what you look like. None of that matters to me. None of it. What matters is the kind of person you are. And I have a personal type. Yes, that falls more under men because women don't need to be rare. This isn't a rare trait for women to be open and caring and feminine. That trait already exists. So all women I would date have this trait. But with men, it's rare. You don't find a lot of men that are sweet and sensitive and romantic and not masculine and we're gonna do this. And they're caring. My husband is the prime example. He's one of the rare men that I've dated that I fell in love with because he's sweet. He is more the female in the relationship than I am. He knows more about hair. He knows more about doing nails and clothes. He likes more feminine things. And he's sweet and he cares and he talks. And he's a dork. Biggest thing, I will not date anyone that is not funny. Which is why I married him because he is hilarious. And also, he's good with kids. I've never dated anyone that liked kids. So he's a keeper. Obviously, because we have this one. But yeah, so came out in college as pansexual. Everyone around me already LGBT, so it wasn't a big deal. When I came to terms with my sexuality, my mom had already passed away. So I never got to tell her my sexuality. And well, I had worked up to it, but I never got the chance. I'm sure that she knew, because I did date girls. I brought them home. I tried to be low key. This was my thing, though. I didn't tell her when I was dating anyone because I didn't know what to do with it. So I just didn't tell her. So I'm sure she knew. She might not have known deep down what it was, but she knew something. Uh, then she passed away before I could tell her. And my dad came back into my life. And, it came up, well, it came up in simple conversation. Neither of us lingered on it. We're not that close. He's trying. I discussed this already. Before my father came back into my life, after my mom died, though, I lived with my grandparents. And that's the first time in my life where I felt truly confident enough to tell people, but at the same time, I know my grandparents, and I knew what they would say. And I told them for the reason of being antagonizing and a little bitch, because I'm a bitch. It happens. But I know that I am. So I purposely told them knowing they're uber Christians and they'd be pissed. It happened. They got pissed. They were like, oh god, you're not a virgin, you've had sex, and you're gay? You're going to hell. Had that speech, had them tell me how much they still love me. We don't talk. Not because they don't try, but because I learned at a young age from my mother, yes baby, to cut negative people out of my life. So as soon as I got the chance, had money, got my own place, my dad in my life, even though he lives far away, in like thousands of miles. Yes, baby. I moved out, and I've never talked to them since. It's been 7 years since I've talked to them. Oh god, it's been a long time. But yeah, so that's part of my sexuality. I met my husband, he accepted it. We didn't have a big coming out thing. Yes, baby. Because he's comfortable, he doesn't care, he's cool with it. But about 2 years ago, I was doing research on things because I've never enjoyed sex. I mean, I do. Rarely. But I find sex so boring and way too much energy and way too much going on. Like, that's not necessary. Once a month, that's fine. I can get into the mood once a month as long as it's over within 5 minutes because don't drag it out. Sex and me, not friends in that way. Silent compatriots, sometimes, but we're not friends. We are not besties that want to have long talks. Mm-mm. As quick as possible and as less as possible. Now, I had enough sex to have a kid. Because when I got together with my husband and I found out how great he is with kids, I wanted to have a kid. And my body was like, yes, now we can be friends with sex. So I had her. It was the first time in my life I actually wanted to have sex. And I got pregnant. And had her. Because she's amazing. But I went back to being how I was after, which is very disinterested. And so I was doing research, and I found out that I'm demisexual. Demi, gray ace, any of that. Ow. No, lay back. If you're gonna lay on me, lay back. And reading the description and reading about it, it clicked again. I was like, yeah, I'm willing to have sex with the one person in my life that I love, which is my husband. And I mean, obviously, she's here. But as willing as I am to do it, it's still not great. I mean, it's not bad. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't hate sex. I'm not sex repulsed. I don't mind reading books that have sex in them. I don't mind watching things that have sex in them. It's not a turn on. It's there in my head when I see smut or I write smut or anything in my head. It's an artistic choice. It's artistic, but it has no sexual tension to me, which I'm sure some people are like, that doesn't make you ace then. The literal definition of demisexual is only wanting to have sex once you have a romantic attraction to someone. And even then, it's rare. So those are my two sexualities. I am demi-pansexual. It has both of them in one nice little neat title. I believe it has a cool little flag. I'm not sure. I know what the two flags look like. But yeah. So I've never really come out, and especially on YouTube. My job is gaming. That's what I focus on in my videos. I'm gonna fix this. Hold on. I focus on being a gamer, playing games, talking about games. There's not really a lot of reason for me to talk about my sexuality. But I decided it'd be a good idea. Because I see Eugene do it. Who, my god, the sweetest man alive. And he was so afraid about losing people that he never clarified it until now. And I'm not afraid to lose people. Like, I personally don't care what people think. I was raised to not care. But I care about other people's experiences. I care about the people who are scared to come out, who've been hurt. I've had friends who I care greatly about, who are transgendered, who hid it for so long because they don't have families that accept them, they don't have countries that accept them, they don't have anyone. And I want to make it. I'm tired of this. It looks so good. We'll go get it. I've had friends that are gay that have been beat up. And I care about coming out for them and finding positive people that are okay with talking and being supportive. I care about my daughter's future because no matter what she is, no matter what she loves, who she loves, I'm gonna love her because she is the light of my life. And I don't love my husband a lot, but I can't love anyone more than I love her, because she is everything. And we've come so far as a country that it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still bad. And it's not just homophobic people. I've never gone to a pride, except for 1 year. And I went to pride when I was bisexual. And I got told, don't come back or we'll kill you. And these were bi, lesbian women who part of the LGBT. And so I've never gone to a pride. I never will go again because I'm married to a straight man. And we're not welcome. And I am two of the sexualities right now that are very unwelcome. Pansexual, bisexual are still not very welcomed at most prides and LGBT things. Not saying that the entire LGBT is bad, because I have great LGBT friends, and I love it. But there's certain people within the community, just like there's certain people within a straight community, that are cruel. So I will never go to a pride. I would love to. It looks like fun, but I don't feel safe with my family. And I'm not going to go without them because they support me. And I also know that asexuals are not welcome, or eros. And we're all different, but everyone should be a part of it. My dream pride that I've always imagined when going to a pride is from Queer as Folk. Because you had the allies there, you had everyone. No one was unwelcome. You could be straight and go to a pride because your family was there and you were being supportive. I don't know what happened to change that, but it's not bad for straight people to go to pride if they're being nice and supportive. There's never any problem with that. There's no problem with trans people going to pride. No problem with arrows and aces going to pride. Everyone should be welcome. Talk a lot with my hands. I don't know what to do with them. But the main reason of this video really is just, don't be an asshole. Everyone should be welcome. Whether you're gay, straight, trans, anything. Everyone should be welcome. There should be no hate for things from any community. We're all people. And I hope that there are always people that feel comfortable telling me. I've had so many friends that wait years to tell me, and I'm just like, I would have always been there for you. I will take you into my home. You can live with me. I will help you. Because I care. And no difference is going to make me hate a person. I was raised much better than that. I guess I'm just part of the generation that was way more open. So yeah. I'm semi-pansexual. And the main message of this is just love people. It doesn't matter who they are, as long as they're not hurting themselves or others. And even if they are hurting themselves, you might still love them because you don't understand what they're going through. And who knows what's happened in their life. So don't be an asshole about it. Just be there for people that need it. I don't know if there's anything else I need to talk about, really. That was kind of the gist. That's my story and my message. Uh, thank you for watching. Bye.